Not been revealed, U.S. intelligence is claiming to have proof of China manufacturing nuclear weapons, a blatant infraction of international treaties. China has made an unmitigated denial of the charges, restating the belief that diplomatic talks with China continue to crumble. U.S. military forces are mobilizing towards the anticipation of possible hostilities. China again denies any involvement in Kombain Nikoladze's, oh my God, broadcast through the internet just minutes ago.
Cannot allow my nation to be subjected to the blatant international despotism of the United States or the cronyism of its allies. The world is not yours alone, and the soldiers you send into it are all equally guilty of American fascism. At 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time, the United States soldiers captured in a just war against their motherland will be executed. Their deaths broadcast for the world to watch.
Alright, so like we learned from Farong, there's some executions going down. Nikolad's a pretty nasty character, so we're going to do whatever we can to stop him. I haven't done this mission in a while, so bear with me. I might mess up a few things. I'm going to let Lambert take it from here.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. If Nikoladze kills these men on live broadcast, we're sunk.
Are we worrying about the broadcast or the murders?
For now, the broadcast. It'll buy us time to stop the killings. Nikoladze is broadcasting from an antenna on the roof. That's your first objective. You'll find the rest on your offsite.
Okay, so we're just going to get right into this. There's no need to complicate this area. You can go behind this little shed here, and there's a thing to open up those gates. You sneak down in there. Occasionally a dude will fall in there, which is pretty funny. It makes it easier to get past these guys. But I like going on top of this. Keeps it nice and stealthy. Yeah, and you could go through that door. There's a health kit in there, which is beneficial if you take a more of assault approach. And right here you gotta walk softly, because gravel will give you away. Just like that. Yeah, gravel sucks to walk on. What you gotta worry about in this next little area is landmines. The only way you can see them is with your thermal goggle. You'll see little flashes on the ground. So you just want to make sure you avoid them. Staying on top of these is a sure way to avoid them, but you always just want to be careful where you land as well. I thought I blew myself up, but I think that guard did. Yeah, they're pretty stupid, and they don't have thermal goggles. You just want to time your movements with the spotlight and make sure you don't, you know, lose a leg or anything. Maybe it was a shadow. I made a lot of noise there. Did not mean to. There's a mine right next to me. But you gotta wait on the spotlight. That's the only thing that can trigger an alarm here. It is pitch dark everywhere else. I don't think there's any more mines, so we should be good to go. I don't know what's holding that dumpster's lid open. Probably just, like, the magic of Russian friendship or something like that. Georgian friendship, whatever. Okay. This next area, pretty difficult. You've got to time your movements with this light so that the people inside can't see you. And if you touch the roof or make any noise, they're going to come running. Actually, the first time I don't think they do anything, but the second time you make noise, they definitely do not like it.
Keep the lights off of the walls. Give them fuller highlights. We need to clearly see their faces when they die. Where's the Salman, make sure we're close enough to hear prayers.
So the executions are going through pretty fast, so that just gives me some incentive to move faster. I'm not sure I can make that, so I'm just going to wait. Walk softly right here. It's really easy to make noise on those things. And you should just be able to climb, I guess, over this thing. I don't really know what this is called. Oops. You don't want to hit the wrong button either. Yeah, see, the first time they don't really care, but if I make any more noise, they're gonna come up here. Shutting off this thing does it as well.
What the hell just happened? The broadcast antenna's down. We've got no outgoing signal.
We're under attack. The Americans are here. They've taken out the broadcast antenna.
Get Nicholas out of here. I want his helicopter airborne now. I want a squad of technicians with an armed escort on the roof and repairing that antenna. I want the Americans found and killed.
He's very demanding. Here's one of the harder points in the level.
Sounds like you shook things up pretty well. It's only going to buy us a few minutes. Find those soldiers, Fisher.
You know how I like to handle doors like this. You just let the guards go right by. Now your objective is on the door on the right, but I like to go down these stairs because it lets you collect some wall mines, which are very useful later in the mission. Just like that. There's also 2 of them on this table right here. And then you can just head back upstairs. I think there's one more guard that's going to come out of this room. Maybe he's already gone. See, there he is. It depends on how much time you take, really. But he just wants to get that antenna fixed.
We have Nicholas on board. Estimated departure in...
Alright, so we've already missed our chance at Nicolons, but our real objective is to make sure those executions don't go through. I hear running water or something. Oh, I hear a Georgian peeing. It's a nice little touch. I said touch right as I dropped on his face. That would be pretty painful. I'm gonna try and get that other guy's attention. There we go. Let's get some airfoil ready. I love taking people out with this thing. Oop. Gotta hit him in the head. Alright, there is another patrolling guard. I should be able to take out the light before he gets here, so that's what I'm gonna do. You definitely don't want to rush it because haven't had a checkpoint in a while. He might notice that the lights are out. Yeah. Oh well, he is unconscious now. I'm just gonna stash his body over here near the others. Alright, let's see what's on this computer. Guess you can't go that way. It's barricaded.
Gringo, this is Nicholas.
kill the American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Theron we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark. This is Gringo. I want the American soldiers prepped and in studio. The executions are going forward as planned. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can drop down there.
Where are you keeping the American soldiers?
Grinko will kill me.
He's not as creative as I am. Where are they?
Ow! Oh! Oh!
Where?
The basement.
That was Grinko. He wants us to escort the soldiers to the studio.
Where's Gringo?
He'll murder you. He'll kill you all.
Where do I find him?
He'll find you. Kill me.
You copy that, Fisher? The executions are going forward.
I heard. We got any more diversions?
Your gun's full of them. Make sure that escort doesn't reach our troops.
You could just drop down here without taking out that guy. But I like what he has to say about Grinko, and he also gives some interesting information. We know that these soldiers are in the basement. You gotta get through the freezers to get there, though. Which I think they're coming up. I think these guys have a conversation, though. So we're gonna let them take it. Any second now. I know I'm not crazy.
What about the broadcast?
It's not our place to question. Let's go.
Alright. Since they're all kind enough to huddle in a circle, we're just gonna sleeping gas all of them.
Doesn't make sense.
Yep, see, they're all standing around like idiots. I like the group pass-out thing they got going on. Well choreographed. Alright, that billowing cloud of gas right there is the freezer room. That's just really cold air, I guess. This is the hardest part of the entire level, because you can't see the guards very well, but let me tell you, they can see you. It's not even funny. Like, this part of the level just gives me nightmares. I guess you could run over there and get in that corner and knock him out, but that's just not my style. I'd rather avoid than engage. Just like that. There's a little gap between that freezer and the wall, so just make it right through there. The second guard's patrol pattern does not take him this close, but there is a sentry gun. You're gonna have to watch out for that thing. They're unforgiving. Make a short sprint. And get your airfoil ready, because there's some dudes up ahead. I think that this is really the only guy you have to take out in this area. But I go ahead and smack his buddy just to make sure. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This guy right here, he turns around and you can just slip past him, but I feel much more comfortable taking him just so he can't see you later, because there's a little acrobatic trick you gotta do up ahead. Yeah, this guy. Just gonna bring him over here. Once again, you don't have to take him. It does make it easier. And as you can see with your light meter, it's pretty dark right there. Alright, I think I can get at this guy with the diversion camera. If it'll go through these little flap things. And it looks like it's not going to. So we're actually going to have to go take this guy head on. Get past this sentry gun somehow. There's a pipe on the ceiling. Yeah, like I said, those guys, you know, I said they wouldn't see you, but you have to do this little acrobatic maneuver, and that's when they'll start noticing. And this is what I'm talking about right here. You just keep swimming. This will keep you out of the path of the turret, but you do have to be really careful with this guard in here, because occasionally he'll turn to just the right angle to where he can see you, and you are really lit up. Like, you're close to the lights, so it's freaking bright. So you just gotta watch where his head is turned. There's not much you can do, so just make sure you got it right. Afterward, you should be able to drop down here. I did not land silently. Make sure you do that. He will notice. I do not want him to go over there and see me. There we go. Oops, did not mean to do that. Just turn this thing off. Alrighty. Pick up my sticky camera. Never know when you might need another diversion cam. They are pretty useful. Let's find a good spot for this guy's body. Maybe that corner. Oh, there's a light right above it. I'm dumb. No dark place. Occasionally you can get like a little dark corner, and that'll work, but other times you really gotta look. See, I'm just not okay putting him in halfway on the meter. You want it in those bottom two boxes. I think in Pandora Tomorrow they actually just split the light meter into 3. And like 1 is, you know, okay to hide people. There's just not any good place. There's a light over there I can take out though. I think I'll do that. Yeah, that should make it pretty dark. Perfect. Okay. In this next room, I think there's 3 guards, and it is a very small room. So you've got to be very careful with what you do. Just make sure everything's all nice and quiet. Should be able to slip right in and grab this guy. As soon as he turns around, that is. This guy's the only real threat in the room. The other guys you can avoid really easy. This idiot you just gotta watch out for. Because I don't think he moves the entire time, he just like stands there. Pretty obvious takedown. But everybody else you can get past. See, there's the second or third guy. He's pretty oblivious. Just gotta sneak right behind him. And into the floor we go. Little crawl space. Those loading points are just so jarring. Or loading points, checkpoints, my bad. And there's a dude down here in this little... I don't even know what this room is. It's like... maybe where they bring the cattle through? I don't know. This is a butcher shop. It's Mouke Meats. But but I have no idea what this little channel here is for. That guy looks mean. This is the last level that I'm going to be doing a walkthrough for on the first Splinter Cell game. There's only 3 or 4 levels I want to do on Pandora Tomorrow. You know, kind of the harder missions. There are 2 levels after this one in the game, and they are really, really difficult. But since they're the last 2 levels, I don't want to spoil anything. You know, or give me thing major away. So that's up to you to figure out those, brother. This area is really, really hard to sneak through. I just go ahead and take everyone out. Everyone and their mother. Just because it's simpler than sneaking through. It only takes like 30 minutes to get through the mission. But if you don't take these guys out, it takes like an hour. So, you definitely want to watch out. Most of these guys are pretty oblivious anyway. So it makes it all the more easy. The only really hard part about this level is the sentry turrets. This load point, is the sentry turrets. You do not want to screw with them. They will screw with you. Yeah, there's a dude right there. I say if you just take him out and then shoot that light, don't need to worry about the body. It's another helpful tip, I guess. If you shoot a light out, the sentry turrets, they target heat and motion, I think. And I guess the heat from the light is enough to make it target that. There's also flares around everywhere that will distract them. You can distract them with the emergency flares, but those tend to make guards pretty angry. And the great thing about these turrets is you can disable the IFF tag, which is Identification Friend or Foe, and that will make them shoot anyone, not just you. So they'll shoot their own dudes. I'll show you what that does right here. It's pretty funny. Just because they never expect it. And it doesn't count as you being in combat, of course, because you're not doing any of the shooting. So just check this out. So you hear like the action music or whatever? But it doesn't last very long. This guy's like, what happened to Bill? Oh my god. And then he dies as well. That's why you can never trust these sentry turrets. Just not a good thing. That's my way of hiding bodies, just making sure it's pretty dark around them. Alright, this sentry gun, pretty hard to get by without getting shot. Maybe we can take out that lamp. But there is a light up in the rafters right there. Let's see what that does. It does nothing. Okay, awesome. I think I have a flare on me. Yeah, I have a glow stick. I hope that works. I don't have any flares. Crap. Okay. Oops. There we go. Glow stick powers. That didn't do anything. Let's find some flares. Yeah, there's no flares in this part. Yeah, be sure to grab flares when you do it, because maybe there's some in this guy's satchel. Yeah, I don't see any. Okay, a flash drive. Yeah, I'll throw that at the turret. Squeeze your butt cheeks and run really fast. That's the good strategy here. If you don't have any flares. Alright, see? Right, like right there. Now that we have a light, we can go pew pew. I like this conversation ahead. These guys are pretty funny. You just want to get in this little
That's
crawl
sick.
space.
I'm a soldier, not a sadist.
Come on, you know you want to watch.
I don't. Broadcasting murder is barbaric.
You're naive to think it's anything but history.
It's a pointless conversation. We're on patrol until the alert quiets.
Don't tell me you believe those American super spy stories coming out of Kola.
I do.
The lads believe them. I believe them.
Those stories are nothing but Russian winters and Russian vodka. We should be with the others watching the broadcast.
He's foolish not to believe those American super spy stories. The other guy knows what's up. I don't think there's any more guards in this next area. This is the stables, where they actually... Well, I guess we just went through the stables. But this is kind of like the main area. Just think about making this a hostile environment. I like planting wall mines. If you got any frag grenades, ready those up. Take inventory. Make sure you got a bunch of bullets ready, because you'll need them. There's a sentry gun that way. Don't blow up on your own mine. It's always a good good tip. If you go to the left, there's some Americans, the ones they were going to execute. But if you go to the right here, you'll meet with the Chinese ambassador, and he'll tell you about Kong Ferong.
You are American,
You're Chinese.
the PRC ambassador to Myanmar. I must speak with a representative of your government.
They hear everything I do. Shoot.
Kong Ferong does not represent the will of China. He is a splinter faction of the Chinese army, all of them fanatics and fools.
What does he want?
First, Taiwan, with others to follow. Gifts to the PRC he thinks they will not be able to refuse.
How is Nicolad's involved?
Trade. Ferong provides transport and munitions in exchange for weapons-grade nuclear waste.
Does China know?
No. And unless they are issued proof of Ferong's activities, I fear the certainty of war.
What's the proof?
On the computer in his office. My office. He has overridden and reset the lock.
I force him to open his computer and forward the contents to the PRC. And our countries don't go to war.
Such is my hope.
As you can see, this guy is pretty hot. Alright, seeing...
The Americans have taken the pistol. I want all available men armed to converge on the bases. We'll kill them all.
Alright, seeing as this is my last walkthrough for the first Splinter Cell game, I wish you happy hunting on those last two levels, the return to the Chinese embassy, and Jesus Christ, and the last one that I cannot think of the name of. They are really fun missions. If you need any help, don't hesitate to ask me.
Colonel Bagrat, report! Colonel Bagrat!
Because I will absolutely...
That station. I'm going down there. Gofenko, you're coming with me.
Fisher, kill Grinko. His men are mercenaries.
So, once Grinko's dead, they scatter.
Let's hope so.
I'll put up walkthroughs for those if you need them. But for now, we're going to worry about capturing Grinko. Taking him out. He's been a bad boy. Oh, you can't interrogate him, that sucks.
Grinko's dead! He killed Grinko! Repeat that? Vyshslav Grinko is dead!
Fisher, Echelon just picked out an intercept. Ferong knows that Grinko's dead and Nicolad's is gone.
That's not good.
Get back to the embassy. He's trying to destroy the evidence that could keep us out of a war.
Right.